Hello and welcome everyone, Adl with you here in a new video. Today we're gonna be unboxing and reviewing the Squargb fans from Enermax, which I'm very thankful for sending me all these products here for my next build. Stay tuned. Let's start the unboxing, but first of all we're gonna see how the box looks and what informations we can get from the box outside. So this box, we know here that it is RGB addressable from Enermax. Of course, it's compatible with every existing control program, or at least the most famous one and the one that we almost all have. It comes with a Rgb controller and it is able to be controlled from the motherboard. Its Rgb controller has 10 effects, 10 light effects, and it can also control the brightness, the speed of the effect, and of course change the color. Here we have some key features of the fans. It has 16.8 million colors. It has the Enermax LED technology. It has diamond shaped luminous, because these fans more specifically has two lighting effects. One which looks like this, exactly like this, because we have this effect in the preset effects, and another one which is diamond shaped, which is very beautiful. It's very shiny, and we're gonna see it later on. As well as it has an optimized low 300 RPM, so it can go as low as 300 RPM. You would still get your fan working and some airflow in, but without any noise, without any feeling any noise. It's up to 14% stronger than other RGB fans, and we're gonna see that later on. Well, while testing it out, because we're gonna be testing it out and compare it to other fans. It has a vortex frame design. It can generate concentrated, stronger air pressure. We're gonna see that too later on when we're gonna be testing it on the radiator, and how well it will perform compared to other fans. It has rubber pads to absorb the noise, because the vibration generated by the fan will become a noise eventually. So having rubber pads will reduce that noise, that vibration, and reducing the noise in the same way. We have some product brief here. We're not gonna read them, and we go to the specifications. So now in the specifications here, when you're gonna buy a fan or a pack of fans like this, the most important part to see before seeing any review, any test or anything, what you're gonna be needing is these more very important informations, which are the airflow in CFM. So how much airflows does this fan generate? It generates up to 68.27 CFM, which is very important. This airflow meter cube per hour, it is 115.99, and of course the noise, which is very not the minimum noise. I mean, yes, it's here. It's from 12 up to 23 decibel. So these are the most important things to know if this fan is noisy or not, because some fans may be very strong and generate a lot of air, but they make a lot of noise, making it impossible to use them at full speed. So you will be using them at 15%, which will be eventually the same thing as using another fan, which may be even stronger. Another point is here, well, as we said, the airflow, the CFM, it's 68.27. So compared to other fans like I have this example right here, where the airflow, the maximum airflow is 35.2 CFM, even though they have the same speed. It's 1500 RPM here too. So RPM is not something that we can follow really. You can have a 2100 speed RPM, 2800, 3000 RPM, but still not generate enough airflow. So the most important part is the airflow. That's what counts for us, not the RPMs. It can go as much as it wants. This is not a hard drive to follow the RPM. In fans, all we need is maximum airflow. as we have here to 35.2, and it has 1500 rpm, and it's in here we have 1500 rpm too, but with 68.27 airflow. So as they said before, here it's 14% stronger than other RGB fans. This one is an RGB fan actually, so I think that yeah, that's true, but we're gonna see that more in depth in the test. And other than that, we have this funny information. It can live up to 100,000 hours, so it's basically a lifetime, a computer lifetime, honestly. So yeah. And this is the connectors, but connectors is not really a problem. The size, of course, it's a 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter, so we know that already before choosing the fan. It's written everywhere. Of course, yeah, there is a 14 centimeter fans edition. The 14 centimeter fans edition, of course, will have more airflow and anything and everything, but yeah, that's all we're gonna need to see here in the box before opening it up. And here we have the QR code. Scan to find more information. You will find the data sheet of this product and everything you will need to know about it. But as I said before, these are the most important informations to know: the noise and the airflow and maybe the lifetime. We open it up. Okay. So I'm gonna put it like this because here we are. We have this box, which is the accessory boxes. We're gonna see them on all later on. We put it here, and here we have this to pull the fan with it. We just do this and pull like this, and we get our first fan. Here it is. Very well packed, very beautifully made. I really like the looks of it. And here the second fan. And this is the third fan. Of course, the most important part is the product itself, but having a very beautiful package is very important for me, and I really like that final touch, that very final aesthetic touch, which is very beautiful and very well made. I think it's very thoughtful of the brands to do something like this. So we unbox one of the fans to see how it looks. Okay, we open it up and we pull the fan. Here it is. It has here the two cables. This one is the RGB cable. Here it is written here, GRB, green, red, blue. And here is the fan. Another thing to note about the fan is like the way the fins are made is very well made. It's very well curved and everything. I don't know if you can see it like this. And it has this part on the other side, which is reversely facing the fins, which I think they creates the vortex effect they were talking about. If you see it, the fins will go like this, but this part here is reversed. So very interesting technology or technique. The rubber pads in the two sides to reduce noise. We have Enermax written here and here. So having Enermax written here will add some aesthetics when placing it in a radiator. You will be reading it front facing you. And this side is the side that has the diamond shaped light that they talked about earlier. It's a very beautiful light effect that we're gonna see later on. Actually, we may need to unbox two more fans to see this fully. So this here is a cable to control the fans. You will see that it has three, so it connects the three fans to it, and then from that you will directly plug it to the motherboard using this one. You will not need three places in the motherboard to control it. And if you don't have that, or you don't want to connect it to the motherboard, what you will do is that you will connect it like this and then connect this to the power supply directly, or simply directly connect this to the power supply if you have something similar to it. What we also have is the manual. I should have started with that. Here it talks about the specifications. Again, we read them, the content of the box or the whole pack, and some ideas how to connect it directly. And here we are talking about the controller. We have the controller. Here it is. These two buttons will either add more light, brightness, reduce brightness, add speed, reduce speed, change light effect or color, and here the M will switch between the types or modes. Here we have the power for this controller, which goes here. And then this SATA power will directly go to the power supply. Here we have this rubber band sticking so that we connect it here, and then it will automatically stick because it is magnetic. Here we have the fans for the screws for the fans, and here we have the RGB cable. These three will go directly to each one of the fans, and this one will connect to the controller. So using this, you will be controlling it with the controller. But if you have a motherboard plug, or you have an Enermax case like in my case, you would not be using this controller. You would be directly connecting it to the motherboard or to the case. We have some cable management. Now we're gonna see how to connect them. A very fast small tutorial. You unbox the 3 fans like this. Actually, I'm just gonna show it with 2 fans, and the third one is the same thing. You have your fans. You take this controller, this fan controller, you connect it to the fan controller like this. You take the other fan controller, you connect it to the fan controller like this, and then the third fan controller will go to the third fan like this. Let's say this is it, like this. It's connected now. Okay, and then you take the RGB controller. You take the RGB controller from here. You open it up. Yeah, they have this plastic rubber to protect it because it's very fragile pins. You connect it. You take the second one. You connect it to like this. 1 second. Yes, and then you take this one and you connect it to the controller like this. And then very easily, very simply, you plug this into the power supply and you will get your power. Easy peasy, like my friends like to say. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss any other of my next videos. Also, you subscribe to my Instagram, we're now at 20k, it's dailygtech and everything is down there in the description box.